The Arizona Cardinals check the box of #1 receiver with Larry Fitzgerald now coming back. Now they need to continue to address that team, and a big box they haven't checked yet is quarterback, whether that's through free agency, Kirk Cousins, A.J. McCarron, Sam Bradford, or it's through the draft. There's a very deep class this year when it comes to the signal callers, and plenty of options within the Pac-12 with Sam Darnold and Josh Rosen headlining that group. Yogi Roth from the Pac-12 Network broke down those quarterbacks for us and also gave us a name that maybe Cardinals fans should look out for when the draft rolls around.
Think of like Luke Falk at 15. Doesn't he remind you of Kurt Warner? You know, if you really study the tape and watch how they played, how they get rid of the ball, how they can make spot throws, it might be an interesting place because I think Luke's stock is only going to be rising as they get through the combine. I think right now, if I wanted somebody to play, I might take Josh just based on his functional football acumen. You know, 3 coordinators, 3 years, 3 different styles of offense, from spread to pro to under center and the gun, the pistol. I mean, he's done a lot. When you look at the type of plays he's had to call in the huddle, Sam hasn't played as much. You know, didn't play, a season compared to what Josh has done. But overall, I think they're both going to be stars. I think what Sam does in the pocket, I can't tell you the last time we've seen it in college football from a guy who's 6'3", 220 pounds. You know, he moves around at times like Baker Mayfield or Johnny Manziel in terms of being off platform, but he's massive. I mean, and he's just grown into his body. So I think the ceiling is so high for those two. I think they love the game. I think the criticism on Josh are bogus and made by people that don't know him and talk to people who are multiple people removed away from him. So I look forward to both of them getting the opportunity to shine in front of GMs and the actual decision makers.
What's the X factor going to be for those two guys to be successful in the NFL?
Yeah, you know, that's a great question. I really think that the X factor in all my time around this game and this position, of course you have to be competitive. Of course you have to make throws. And you have to really love the craft. And I think within that love of the craft, you have to be a seeker. And that's really the word that I've really honed in on with quarterbacks. You have to be willing and have the unique desire to seek not only the best version of yourself, but the answers to an offense. You know, when it gets hard, you have to seek out the best training. You have to seek out the best study habits. You have to seek out the best off-field training regimen. To seek out the best style in which you live your life. You have to really be a searcher in terms of the tools that are out there. Because now it's a different era, right? We're seeing true freshmen like Jake Fromm, Tua Tagovailoa, highlighted in the national championship game, play as true freshmen. And I don't think it's because their coaches are that much better. They are. But it's because they can seek out all the information they want. When you want to learn how Tom Brady trains, get a Facebook page. You know, you want to learn high-performance psychology, get an iTunes password and Apple Podcasts and listen to Michael Gervais, the leading psychologist in high performance. I mean, the tools are right in front of you. And if you're truly a seeker, I think that you can separate yourself. And I believe, in my experience with those two young men, that's how I would define them.
So ASU is sending 5 to the NFL Combine: Kalen Ballage, Demario Richard, Sam Jones, Christian Sam, and JoJo Wicker. Who among that group do you see really rising through the NFL draft ranks as we approach April?
I'm really intrigued with Kalen Ballage just because he's such a unique body type. You know, I can remember I'd go out to practice in training camp or even in pregame warm-ups, and I'd be standing there with Ted Robinson, my partner, and I called the Territorial Cups in the last game of the season. And we're watching him warm up, and I'm saying, "Wow, look at N'Keal Harry." And you realize it's number 7 and not number 1. And we'll say, whoa, this guy can really run. And you talk to the staff, and they say the same thing in practice. You know, he's the fastest guy on the team, or at least he was a year ago, my understanding. He's a guy that can run like a wideout in terms of, you know, running routes. He can catch the ball. Just you look at his stats and what he's done out of the backfield. So I'm intrigued there. And Demario will be an every down type back that he'll obviously make somebody's roster, in my opinion. So I don't know. I think each of them have a different story, but I guess I'm probably most interested in Kalen Ballage and what people think, because I think he'll test off the